Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Jimnasium Picks Porch. As always, I am your host, XFL Jim, joined by my illustrious co-host, Chase. Lupine Fiasco, Sessoms. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. I'm getting pre-hyped for the Arkansas LSU game. Battle with the Golden Boot. You shut up about that. You give me that goddamn boot. Yeah, man. I'm glad to be back. I had to take a week off last week to travel out to the Breeders' Cup, so I'm glad that I'm back here with you and your visor and your tank top that I just now figured out that you've been wearing every single episode.
Every single episode. The tank top, the visor. I'm missing my sunglasses because I lost them partying last weekend. It happens. We are also joined by one Scott Bowser. How are you doing, my man?
Great. Good to be here with you fellas, man. This is fun, dude. You know what? I actually been looking to get visors like that made, kind of with the green ones with my logo on it, because I feel like
that
that's
would be awesome.
Some merch, yeah.
I've been experimenting with some merch too. I have a couple T-shirts that I did a little demo of.
I want to do a whole line since I live here in Vegas. I want to do a whole line of like poker chips and cards and dice and felt layouts that you can put on your dinner table.
Do the visor and sell a little bit of ether with it. Just go full like
full Hunter S. Thompson. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. So if for first-time viewers, first-time watchers, first-time whatevers, the whole system of this show is we just fire off picks like motherfuckers. So what we do is we're going to start with Scott, give favorite pick. We're just going to go hammer picks left, right, and center. Scott, start us off. What is your first pick of the weekend?
This is not a homer pick for me, but it starts in 2.5 hours, so you guys got time to get this in. UCLA -3 against Villanova. Bam.
Boom. Love it.
It's interesting that you say that because my first pick is actually Villanova plus 135 on the money line and the over 140.5. The over looks easy to me, honestly.
The over should hit, yeah.
Yeah. I honestly feel like this game could go either way, and the fact that UCLA is only laying 3 here, go ahead. That feels like a green light to go ahead and just take the shot at Villanova on the money line.
I like the over for sure. I saw that game this morning when I woke up and I was like, I need to bet college basketball today because I'm just trying to bet through my inexperience with capping college basketball. And I was like, I'm not going to touch that one. I definitely like the over though.
I'll say this. The reason why the line is where it is because Cody Riley's not going to play most likely with an injury tonight, but he's being replaced by Miles Johnson, transfer from Rutgers, who I think is probably better. So this could be an upgrade, and that's why I think it's affecting the line in a negative way, where I think it's actually going to be a positive at the end of the day.
Okay. So that's the kind of inside shit we bring you on for, Scott. I love it.
My first pick, I'm going college, but I'm going college football. I'm actually going to take Minnesota on the money line versus Iowa. I think this is going to be a dirty, low-scoring game. Iowa seems to just always do that, but I can't trust Iowa's offense whatsoever. I can't. I'm going to fade Iowa probably the rest of the season. It's how I'm going to do it. I love Minnesota in the points for sure. That's like a lock to me, but I am going to be taking Minnesota money line. Give me the Golden Gophers, boys.
All right. It's me again?
It is.
All right. I'm going to go college football morning slate here. Little bit of dog action. Let's go with Syracuse plus 135 money line against Louisville.
Love it. I fucking love that play.
Yeah. We on our Campus Profits show, that was one of my delicious dogs. I really like that. I love what Dino Babers is trotting out every week right now.
Yeah, they play tough defense, and Louisville just looks like a team that's just caught like a deer caught in the headlights every week. Give me a good, well-coached defensive team anytime in that matchup.
Also, one of the best running backs in the country.
Oh yeah, dude. What's his name again?
I always get him mixed up with Michigan State.
I always call their quarterback Brashear for some reason.
John Tucker.
Yeah.
What do we got, Chase?
I'm going to look forward to tomorrow for a pretty big college basketball matchup. We got Texas Gonzaga. Texas just got Chris Beard. I'm sure he probably brought in all sorts of transfers for the Texas program. I'm going to go with Texas plus 7.5. And then I'm going to hit the under here. It's I've seen it at 151. I'm gonna go under. I think that they don't really light up the scoreboard in this one. So Texas plus 7.5 and the under.
I like that a lot, and I even have that money line plus 340 worked into some parlays if you're that kind of crazy person.
Ooh, there you go. I can't do that because that means I have to commit to Texas winning, and we are
we're strictly horns down.
Strictly horns down around here.
I get it.
My next play, I'm going to jump over still football. I'm going to go to the NFL. I'm actually going to take the Falcons on the money line here. I'm getting dirty with it. I'm just not sold on Dak Prescott being 100%. And if he's not 100%, this Cowboys team looks out of sorts.
They haven't been right since their bye week. I'm okay with that.
And the Falcons seem to be like turning it up on offense a little bit. Like Matty Ice is kind of back.
Oh yeah. I actually just picked him up in my big FFPC Football Guys Championship League for this week, just before that matchup. So I'm totally with you on him having a big game. All right, I'm going to go, dude, I got a fun one here. I like Central Florida tomorrow against SMU plus 7. I think this is a big look-ahead spot for SMU with Cincinnati on deck next week. And getting that touchdown there, we know Central Florida is not a joke. They can play with anybody in the country. I mean, the last few years historically. So, let's take that plus 7. I mean, SMU is going to kill my win total bet on Louisiana Tech at 4.5 wins because of that bullshit Hail Mary that bounced off the dude's helmet. So, Central Florida, I'm also going to sprinkle you plus 240 money line. Let's get at it.
I like that. I've been looking at that one. I'm going to wait till tomorrow morning to fire that one off to give my final thoughts on it.
You might be able to get that at 8 tomorrow. I think there's going to be some SMU money coming in on that one.
That would be quite nice. Chase, what do we got?
I hate to do this to you, Jim, but I feel like West Virginia, even though this game isn't in Morgantown, they are a team on the rise right now. They're kind of putting it together. They've had strong efforts against Oklahoma. They kicked the shit out of somebody a couple weeks ago at home in Morgantown. I'm going to go ahead and hit West Virginia on the money line plus 202 here.
Love that. I'm seeing that at plus 195, so that's value.
I like that one. That's another one I'm kind of waiting on the morning. Just has owned K-State since they got to the Big 12. They've been a terrible matchup for them. And I love K-State. I love Manhattan. They play a great style of football, but I'm waiting. I'm torn.
Speaking of good running back, I do love Deuce Vaughn over there. I'm a big fan of Deuce Vaughn. He is a baller, and I think if you're playing fantasy football, think about him late in your drafts next year because I think he's going to be a steal.
I'll write that down. I love taking rookies in the draft.
Especially running backs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna stick with college for my next play. I'm gonna go Georgia, Tennessee over 56. I think Georgia kind of will be able to run all over this Tennessee defense that's kind of non-existent. But I think Tennessee's offense is going to be good enough to actually put up some points and get this over.
I could see that easily being like a 35-28 game.
Yeah, I think that's going to be close. I'm already on Tennessee in the points, but that's an interesting play with the total because I don't know, Georgia hasn't had a real offense they've played all season when you really break it down. Listening to my boy Colby, what is it? The only decent offense they played all year is Florida, and they were starting a freshman quarterback in his first start in that game.
The two best offenses I would say they've played all year were Florida starting a freshman and Arkansas after they were banged up.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah.
We were shook. They scored a touchdown quick, and then they pinned us deep. And as soon as they blocked that punt, it's well, this is fucking over.
Well, your quarterback was injured too.
Yeah. Sure. So is Treylon Burks, whose hands are so big that Nike does not make gloves that fit his hands.
And I mean, also Arkansas 3 years.
You should get a Carhartt sponsorship.
Hey, your Hogs, dude, they're 3 years ahead of schedule right now. So this is pretty cool. I'm kind of an old school Arkansas football fan. That's always been the team I rooted for in the SEC because I love it when they brought the Wildcat in. I love what they got going on as a program. All right, all right. I know you guys. Okay, so you guys aren't you guys are horns down, and I'm okay with that. But I am also on the Sooners tomorrow. Minus 5.5 against Baylor. I think this is a statement game for them. They have to make it. And Baylor's kind of been a smoke and mirrors team this year. I think they're kind of counterfeit. Dude, give me some of that. At 5.5, all day there.
We're both on that.
Yeah.
And throw that in your teasers too. Get that down to plus half a point, or get that down to the pick'em. Hell yeah, dude.
That Oklahoma is just one of those teams that Baylor has a mental block against beating.
Yeah,
Like
they can't do it, and
they can't.
And I think this is like a Caleb Williams like bonanza game too. So if you're doing DFS college, that's a smart play.
Though, what's his name? The Baylor quarterback, he's an Arkansas kid, so that kind of makes me want to root for Sexual Assault Bible University, but not really.
the irony of Ken Starr is what I like to call them.
All right. This is a team that I've been high on since July, and I'm taking the shot against UTEP with North Texas on the money line. Plus 102. I'm hitting them -1 at plus 100. And I'm definitely hitting the over 55 in this one.
I love that. I love that so
much.
Like it. North Texas is a team that I just can't shake. I just can't get off them.
I mean, they've looked really good in spots. They've also looked really bad in spots, but they had a big win last week, I believe. This might be I might be a little bit of an underreaction that you're still getting well. It's UTEP. UTEP's playing pretty well, but yeah, I'm all about the mean green. And when I see, actually, I'm encouraged by seeing a money line that's that low on North Texas right now.
Oh yeah, I got to say I love North Texas just because I'm a big Steelers fan, and their mascot, the Mean Green, is literally named after Mean Joe Green.
Mean Joe Green, yeah,
because he played there before they really had a mascot that took off. So
alma mater of Mean Joe Green and the guy who played RoboCop.
Oh, dude, I mean, we're talking about royalty there.
Do they have a RoboCop statue down there? They should.
They should have a RoboCop fighting Mean Joe Green statue,
like a sterling silver RoboCop, and I don't know, make it like a Mean Joe, like a pewter Mean Joe Green, maybe.
I'm thinking bronze, dude.
Bro, yeah, bronze. Yeah, bronze.
He's a Hall of Famer, dude. You got a bronze.
That's a good point. Yeah, you got to bronze that dude.
My play. I'm going to the NFL. This is. I'm putting all my chips on the table. I'm going all in. I'm going Washington football team plus 10, but I'm also going Washington football team on the money line here. They play the Bucks super close. The Bucks are without Antonio Brown, no Gronk, and potentially no Godwin.
You know, that does have a potential to be a suicide pool killer this week.
I just can't get off this Heineke train. He sucked me in. XFL legend Taylor Heineke has just sucked me in.
Oh man, yeah, the XFL will do that to you, dude.
Yeah.
All right, I'm still in these morning slate games for college football tomorrow because I think there's a lot of value in a lot of these. Give me Rutgers plus 7 at Indiana. Indiana's falling apart with injuries right now, and the same way I like Syracuse is the same reason why I like Rutgers. Yeah, they have Rutgers' offense sucks, but they play defense and they're well coached. Give me that plus 7 all day.
Is Indiana still on their third string quarterback?
Okay, there's a chance one of the two top guys might play, I guess. But yeah, even dude, a banged to me sometimes like that starter coming back at 70%, I'd rather have the third stringer in there.
Right. I like the Indiana quarterback because and I've said this many times, I will say it many more times. He sounds like someone with a speech impediment is saying the word penis. And I am all for it. They broke the penis.
Chase, what do we got?
All right, so I don't have snooker available to me. I can't find any snooker. There must not be a snooker tournament going on this weekend. So let's go to the Grand Slam of darts. I'm going to handicap it the exact same way. I'm going to find the most British sounding name I possibly can. And I'm going to go with Gerwin Price minus
I like that
1,111. I mean, with a name like Gerwin Price, you better be good at darts.
I don't know if you guys watch Mad Men. He sounds like he was the grandson of that Price British guy from Mad Men that ended up hanging himself in the office. So
he sounds like he's the son of a pickle emperor. Like
that's true. Yeah.
Someone who just got super rich off of his dad's or great uncle's pickle empire.
Yeah, heir to the Gerwin pickle throne,
right? Even though it's his first name.
Even though
I fucking love it. I'm going with golf. I'm going to move over to the Houston Open. I'm going to take Mark Leishman to win the Houston Open. I'm seeing it 18-1 right now. Give it to me, baby. I had him earlier. I'm going to double down right now.
He's made me some money this year, so hell yeah, give me Leishman. Oh, dude, that's beautiful. I'm going to get in on that myself, dude. Like, the guy is a beast.
Mm-hmm.
You have any takes on golf, Jay?
It's a sport.
I like to play it. If John Daly's not playing, I don't really care.
Yeah, any guy who burns heaters on the course is a champion as far as I'm concerned.
Golf bag filled with Marlboro Lights and Diet Cokes.
All right, I'm going back to tonight's college basketball slate for this one. Starts at 8 o'clock, so you got plenty of time to get this in.
Watch this show live, everybody.
Love and Stanford -3.5 at Santa Clara. That is, dude, I don't think people realize how close Palo Alto is to Santa Clara. That is no kind of travel. And Stanford was supposed to be decent last year. They kind of shit the bed, and they had a guy go to the NBA. But the transfers they brought in, I really think that they got something this year, and they could be a potential dark horse candidate in the Pac-12.
Ooh, I like it. I like that play. That's spicy. That's it's rich people going to play other rich people.
Yeah, I mean, Santa Clara is kind of punk rock, and that's where they shot Lost Boys. So you can't get too mad there. So,
any film that brought the Coreys together.
Hell yeah! What do we got, Chase?
I'm gonna freeze it up here. I'm gonna take it to the ice. I'm gonna go for the showdown of America's penis. Florida Panthers, Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm gonna go Florida Panthers on the money line, and then also I'm gonna go with the over 5.5 goals here. If you look at NHL games, it's like the average is like 6 goals. Like, so if this is just an average game, they're going to hit the over. So give me Florida +100.
Bada fucking bing. I'm going back to college football. Memphis is coming off of a big win. I'm thinking this is a letdown spot. Give me the Pirates of Eastern Carolina to get this one done straight up against Memphis. Sneak up on them. People are discounting ECU. People don't think they're that good. I think they're decent. Give me the Pirates all day.
Ooh, Jeff Blake would be proud. Pirate legend. All right, dude, I'm looking at the NFL slate right now, and I got a 3-team tease that's just standing out to me in that morning slate. Take the Steelers from 8 down to 2. Take the Browns from +2.5 up to +8.5 against the Patriots. Steelers are playing the Lions, by the way. And then if you really want to get degen, Jim's already mentioned this, give me the Falcons from +8 to +14. Let's get that done.
Oh, I love that. Teasers always draw me in because I see every teaser I ever bet. And I'm just like, there's no way this loses.
Yeah. It's always a guarantee. Nothing's going to freakishly happen ever in your teaser.
Ever. I'm just like, there's no
That's
way
why the
this
6
teaser
points
loses.
accounts for that. Come on, man.
What do we got, Chase?
It's going to be a homer pick. It's going to be a homer pick because since I've been of sports of the sports gambling type, it's very rare that I've gotten plus money on my New Orleans Saints. So I'm going to go with the Saints +130 on the money line against the Titans. Since I see plus money on the +2.5, I'm going to hit that also.
I like that.
Even without Alvin Kamara, even with Trevor Siemian starting, they got a good enough defense that they're going to be in any game they play, except for last week apparently. But we don't have to talk about that.
Hey, their defense took a week off. They're fresh.
They took the good Jameis, bad Jameis, rotation, and now they should be back on like a good Jameis kind of game.
Hey, yeah, he's still on the team, so they still get those vibes.
Right.
They get the good Jameis vibes this week. They get it done. I like that a lot. I'm going to take the Jets +13 against this Bills team, who I think they're going to take another week to kind of get things figured out. And if Mike White's starting, love it even more. If Josh Johnson's starting, I like it. Give me the Jets +13.
I love that, and that kind of leads into what I was about to do here because I'm going back to NFL teaser country. And guys, I got a DJ one for you here. It's 5 teams, 10 points. Okay, so we're gonna make this real interesting. We're gonna take the Jets. I have it at 12.5 here, up to 22.5. We're gonna take the Saints from +3 to +13. We're gonna take the Washington football team from +9.5 to +19.5. We're going to take the Arizona Cardinals from -10 down to even money. And then we're going to take the Vikings, and I also like the Vikings here. So I'm going to kind of include this at Vikings +3 and plus 150 money line, because that's going to be a home game for them in Los Angeles against the Chargers. So get that to +13. Let's make that 5-team 10-point tease play out. I don't even know what that would pay. So I'm not good at those kind of numbers, but I just feel like that those stand out to me. You're not really crossing any numbers. You're only bringing them up to your favor or down to your level.
I like it. I like that. Man, that's some real degen shit.
I'm gonna have to watch this Sunday morning just so I can make sure I actually bet all these things that I'm saying right now. Like,
make sure that he spits it how he lives it, folks.
Always, dude.
What do we got, Chase?
I'm kind of intrigued by the T-Wolves Lakers. I think that's actually that's tonight. Ooh, better watch it. I'm gonna try the T-Wolves on the money line. I really don't know what to make of this Lakers team. I think part of it is that they're gelling and kind of trying to figure out, like, they stuffed like all of these old men together on a basketball team, and now everyone's trying to figure out their role. You have LeBron missing significant time. Meanwhile, Anthony Edwards is a fucking force of nature on that Minnesota team. I'm going to say they go into the Staples Center and they get the dub against the Lakers.
Nice.
I don't like that.
Nice.
I'm a Clipper fan, believe it or not.
God bless you.
From LA.
God bless you, sir.
I'm a Clippers guy too, just because when I was living there at the start, the tickets were so cheap. It was just a nice, fun thing to go to.
Well,
you traded away your best player, Patrick Beverley.
I grew up with my father, who was an East Coast transplant, and he was kind of a Laker hater growing up. So like we rooted for the Pistons in '89. It was always funny.
I'm crossing the pond. I'm crossing the Atlantic. I'm going to rugby. That's right. I'm betting rugby. Give me the South Africans over Scotland -4.5. Give me South Africa -4.5 versus Scotland. Baby, do it. And this is purely based off the fact that I liked Invictus.
All right.
Okay. That's I don't know.
It was a good movie.
When I hear the South African accent, like the Afrikaner, like it's smacks
it
of
throws
racism.
it throws me off. It always because like when I hear people with an accent I don't get, I always think, is this one of those racist South African dudes?
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, for sure. Like, and I don't like to think of Matt Damon as a racist.
No, man.
Ray. Oh, okay.
All right, I'm gonna go international here too for some Canadian football. I can't believe we haven't gotten in on that yet.
Oh, I have them.
Almost.
I am, dude. Okay, I say I don't know much about Canadian football. I haven't betted it in a couple of years, but I'm just thinking Montreal +220 money line at home. Let's fucking do it, dude. Let's get in on that, dude.
It's rough. Montreal is like one of those mid-pack teams, like them, Calgary, Hamilton, and Saskatchewan are all kind of right there in the middle. And they're playing the Blue Bombers, who have only lost 2 games this entire year.
The Blue Bombers team is tough.
I took that because I picked the CFL team a few years ago. My team is the Edmonton Elks. I am an Elks man all the way.
I feel bad for you because they're not good.
They're horrible.
That's unfortunate this year.
I mean, I'm also a Clipper fan. You guys hear it sense a motif with leagues I don't give a shit about. I just pick the worst teams to root for because that's way more fun when they win.
You root for Arkansas, which is totally on brand right now.
Yes, yeah. You get it.
Yeah, man. All right. I always try to. I feel like part of like your personal development is. I take this from Jim Galvano. Is you should always every day you should do the following things. You should get lost in your thoughts. You should get lost in your thoughts. You should have your emotions move you to tears, and you should bet on a sport that you don't understand in the slightest. That's why I'm taking New Zealand on the money line against Australia in a cricket match tomorrow or on Sunday. So we're taking New Zealand +130. Little brother jumps up on big brother, who's an island continent.
Shout out Brian. Shout out Beho.
Yeah, this is actually a Beho inspired pick since he's been killing cricket somehow.
I don't know how he's been doing that.
I don't know. I just don't even get fucking cricket.
My next play, I'm going to take the other CFL game going on tomorrow night. I'm going to take the Saskatchewan Roughriders -10.5 versus the Elks. I think the Rough Riders are playing for something. They're playing for a position in the playoffs. Like, good position in the playoffs, potentially home field advantage, I think. And the Elks are just out of it. They're done. Their season's over. They're moved on to 2022. And I also, both of these CFL games tomorrow, I like the over. I don't care what the number is.
You always got to take the overs in CFL. Come on. Here's one I like tomorrow. Road Dog in I can't even remember what conference this is right now because I'm a little buzzed. But give me UAB +5 at Marshall.
That's Conference USA, right?
That's some Cuse action. That's some Cuse action.
That's what I thought, but I didn't want to say it was a Conference USA and you guys be like, no, one of them's an AAC, you dick. Like I don't want to go there. So
I feel like my jumping in to like correct the conference like got in the way. Please lay that on me one more time. What do we got?
UAB +5 at Marshall.
I like it. That Marshall team is tough. That UAB team is pretty tough themselves.
I feel like UAB is the more physical team, and if you're going to give me a physical team over a field goal, I'll take it.
I think I don't know who's going to win that game, but I think it's going to be a close game regardless. I think it's like a field goal or less, so I definitely like the 5.5.
Yeah. That just seems like too many points in that game. If it was 2.5, 2, I'm probably on Marshall.
Yeah. Where are we going, Chase?
I'm putting together a little money line parlay in a couple of SEC games where I really like the dogs. Let me see. Gotta let the book do the math for me because I also do not math. Okay. There we go.
Doing money line parlays, that's like, I don't know how they even do it really. Like I kind of get the math, the equation, but and stuff.
+520. Give me Mississippi State on the money line parlayed with Ole Miss on the money line. That's Mississippi State beating Auburn and then Ole Miss beating Texas A&M at home. If Lane Kiffin goes for it on 4th down like 8 times and doesn't convert 6, I'm going to find him and I'm going to shove the analytics right up his fucking ass because
I don't even know if it's analytics at this point. I think he just loves going for it on 4th down.
He's got a little bit of degen to him.
Notice he's always like willing to go for like a random score to hit the over. Like he's definitely aware of the line.
He knows.
Oh yeah. Like Mark Stoops from Kentucky definitely knows the line. Sam Pittman at Arkansas definitely knows the line. There's a couple coaches. Nick Saban knows the line. Yeah, man. Yeah, but I really, I love what Mississippi State. I feel like Mike Leach is ahead of schedule right now.
Big time. And consider any coach that took over in COVID years, these last couple of years, like you kind of almost got to give them like a year or two buffer on that because they're not able to implement a program the way they're used to doing. Like, let's face it.
And so there's some coaches that are really excelling in their second year after COVID. You've got what's his name at Fresno State. You've got Mike Leach. You've got, a couple folks are really just kind of taking off now that they've actually been able to run an off-season program.
Yep.
Yeah, I fucking love that. And my next play is in relation to that one. I'm actually doing a favorite of ours, Chase. I'm giving Texas A&M versus Ole Miss. I'm betting it to go to overtime.
Woo! Love it.
Let's do it.
Oh, that is degen to the extreme. I'm on board with that, dude.
I think it's close. I think Ole Miss is going to score at will, and Texas A&M is also probably going to score well. I'm thinking.
What's that line on that? What does that pay for?
It's +750.
All right. Okay. So bet it straight. But then I want you to parlay it with Hawaii and UNLV goes to overtime.
I love that.
Oh,
if I could,
two teams allergic to winning.
To me.
And you know what? Like I'm just doing this as a DGen because it's kind of a hedge on my season. And you say UNLV, I'm seeing them at +3.5 right now. Give me that +145 money line.
Yes, I'm on.
They are figuring it out. They're at home. Hawaii away from the island. But check this out. Here's a little insider fucking tip on this one. Hawaii, it's the direct flights between Hawaii and Vegas. It's one of the few places that Hawaiians go for vacation. Like if you're a Hawaiian, where do you go? You don't want to go to a tropical location. You live there every day. You come to the desert, and so a lot of Hawaiian. There's a lot of Hawaiian restaurants around here. A lot of Hawaiians call this the 8th island. And so don't be surprised for a huge Hawaii turnout. But that being said, I still like UNLV as the dog there.
I like that too. And Hawaii is a counterfeit 4-6 in my opinion. They played New Mexico State twice, so this is basically a 2-win team versus a 1-win.
Yeah, they get a
team.
13-game schedule this year. It's so weird.
Give me UNLV all day here. Love that one. My next play.
And also, UNLV has a slot machine on the fucking sideline.
It's amazing. That's amazing. I'm going to do our other favorite, Chase. I'm going to take our favorite from college. I'm going to put it in the NFL. Give me the Vikings and the Chargers to go to overtime.
Oh, I love these, Jim. These are so fun.
And not just that. Give me the Vikings and the Chargers to end in a tie.
We have come so close. We have come so close to hitting some of these overtime bets. So close.
Give me the Chargers Vikings to end in a tie. 50-1.
50-1. It should probably be like 370-1.
It probably should be. I don't care. I don't care.
No, because there's more time.
I love the strategy of take two teams allergic to winning that will fight winning tooth and fucking nail and say that they will go to overtime. Love that angle.
I mean, and the Chargers, okay, yeah, they get to sleep in their home beds that night, but they are playing on the road as far as the crowd goes. That is going to be a Vikings home game, man.
And it's a non-primetime game, so you're going to get good Kirk Cousins.
Oh, God. I'm going to get this in more and more of that in my veins, please. But you know what, guys? I got some weird stuff coming up here. I'm still on college football. There's just so much fun stuff there. Give me another teaser. I love these. Give me Oregon State down to 6.5 against Stanford. Give me Ole Miss up to 8.5 against Texas A&M there.
Like it.
And then we're going to take Fresno State down to 18.5 against New Mexico.
Love that. I love that.
We're going to keep, because I think Fresno State for sure has a 3-touchdown win in that. But 24.5, oh God, that's just dirt. That doesn't feel right.
I can see it. I can respect that. What do we got, Chase?
Man, not only am I going to say that the Las Vegas Raiders get it done against the Kansas City Chiefs, I am going to say that they do it in gate-to-wire fashion. That's right. I'm going to hit Las Vegas Raiders plus 126 on the money line. I'm going to hit them plus 100 at plus 2.5. I'm going to hit them at plus 116 on the first half money line, and then I'm going to hit them at plus 105 on the first quarter money line. One of me and Jim's favorite bets this year is
the wheel.
Well, betting against the Chiefs in the first half and first quarter money line.
Oh, yeah, that's fantastic.
So slow, and you always get plus money.
I did that with them against Buffalo, where I took Buffalo every quarter money line, and I killed it. Like,
I'm pretty sure that first half money line against the Chiefs is like on a 7 or 8 game winning streak right now.
Yeah, man.
Even the Packers won the first half.
Funny thing about that game is about 6 weeks ago, I accidentally was like scrolling way too far down on my NFL thing on one of my apps. And I placed a future bet on that game out of nowhere. And I was like, I guess I'm going to let it ride. But I got the Raiders plus 4 in that one. And I feel like a champion for having that number.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yes. My next play, I'm going to soccer. I'm going to some World Cup qualifiers. Give me Germany versus Armenia over 3.5 goals.
Love it. Love that. Germany's probably good for 4 there in themselves. I got really into the Euro Cup this last year. So, yeah, I'm kind of dialed in on this, dude.
Yes.
So speaking of betting overtimes, I went bananas in the Euro Cup final because I bet that the game would go to extra time. I bet that the game would go to penalty kicks. And I bet that fucking Italy would win it in penalty kicks because that's what Italy does at international soccer tournaments. And I cleaned.
Was that your first showdown win?
Beautiful, dude. That's beautiful.
That was my first showdown win. That was my first showdown win. That set the record before Fade My Plays just shit all over everybody.
Hey, I feel like the 3 of us should do like a 4 a.m. World Cup stream next year, wherever it's.
Sure. Fuck yeah.
We'll come to Vegas for that shit. Are you kidding me?
yeah. City don't sleep here, guys. Like, we'll be fine.
Yeah, man. I can sleep in the circuit, right? Like they'll bump me with like a vacuum cleaner or something.
You know what I recommend is the Palace Station. That's the place where OJ got arrested for trying to steal back his memorabilia.
I thought you was a straight shooter, man.
And like you get the local casino prices there, and it's right by the strip and downtown. So you're a 5-minute cab ride from either, and you get the local prices when you want to go back home, so to speak. Like it's the best deal you can do.
right.
Nice. We'll have to do that next time, Chase.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to find a service academy game where I've got either Army or Navy as the dog so that I can bet the first half and first quarter money lines and spreads, because triple options, first quarter money lines, first half money lines, those are just, it's gold because they get the ball. If they get the ball first and they score, there's like no time left in the first quarter. God, I can't find it. You know what? I'm going to tap out because I can't find it. I'm actually going to tap out. I'm going to say that the Raiders pick was my last pick. Raiders gate to wire, speed ball on the front end.
Well, if that's your last pick, Scott, hit us with your last play of the weekend.
All right, here's something I love tomorrow night, college football. Give me my girls, our girls, everybody's girls. The San Diego State Aztecs -3 against Nevada. A win here gets them into the Mountain West Championship game where I got a big ticket on them. Let's get it done.
I like it. I'm on Nevada on that one, though. I am on Nevada. This is going to be an awesome game. This is going to be a fun game.
It's going to be a really good game. They're both very well-coached teams. But to me, I don't think Nevada's ready to play in a old Major League Soccer stadium.
This is also like a style make fight sort of thing that Nevada has a good offense and a great quarterback, and San Diego State has a good defense and the best punter I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, it really is kind of. I always like the defensive team if you can get them at home, so that's why I'm taking -3.
My last play, my degenerate underdog money line parlay. Here it is, boys. UNLV outright, Syracuse outright, Mississippi State outright, Ole Miss outright, Minnesota outright, Boston College outright, and I'm sorry, Scott, Nevada outright.
All right, I'm with that.
Plus 38,000.
I love every single one of those shots. Is the thing is like I can completely see that hitting. Like I mean, it's going to be dicey somewhere. I mean, you might lose 1 or 2 games, but I feel like I would feel confident going into that.
And to be honest with you, I'm probably actually going to bet Nevada because it hedges against my San Diego State to win the conference bet.
Right.
But like I'm rooting for my guy. I'm rooting for them.
I respect that. That'll do it for this episode of the Jimnasium Picks Porch. Scott, shout out your shit. What do you got going on, my man?
All right, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram @Scott_Bowser. You might see the handle right there. You can check out my podcast. Jim was just on Chase. I need to get you on for sure.
Yeah, man.
It's Luck Stops Here. It's kind of a degenerate lifestyle and gambling show. And then I'm going to be in a ESPN 30 for 30 on this upcoming season coming out for about American Gladiators, where
awesome.
I'm one of the talking head interviews in an ESPN 30 for the, and I've been trying to figure out when this comes out. I don't know, but it comes out this season. So by April, you will see me in an ESPN 30 for 30. So.
Did you get to hang out with Larry Zonka?
No, but dude, I did get to the director sent me where I was saying how big of a Malibu fan I was in American Gladiators, and they sent me they made me basically a cameo on set where Malibu made a custom shout out video that I got texted to me. So it was pretty amazing, dude.
That's awesome.
Dude, bucket list item. If I could
we'll get a group DM going on Twitter and I'll fucking send it to you guys. Dude.
If I could ever run the tennis ball gun.
Oh,
like,
right?
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Dude.
Oh my God.
But also think about how if Gladiators came back now with that bracket format, how much would we be gambling on it each week?
Oh, so much.
Lot.
So much. Someone needs to bring that
a lot. You know that motherfucker can't get across on the hand bike. You know they don't grease that hand bike.
Yeah, negotiations are in the work for it to come back right now. I'll give you guys that much.
I want it so bad.
Amazing.
Chase, where can the people find you?
You can always find me being abrasive on Twitter @OakLaw on Fridays. I got my horse racing show on America's Best Racing with BTV's very own Blackjack Fletcher, Danielle Monnier, a.k.a. Summer Rae of the WWE. I'm always with this big galoot to my left, XFL Jim, every Friday in the Picks Porch, Saturday mornings with Campus Profits, Sunday mornings with Fantasy Foreplay, and bring it on home with the long version of the Jimnasium on Sunday nights. It's usually about an hour and a half of fun and talking about like pissing into fans and stuff. It's always a good time. And I'm just around. Like, you just walk outside and be like, hey, I'll be like, what's up?
Y'all know where to find me. XFL Jim everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. I got a bunch of shit coming out. Jimnasium every Sunday night with Chase. Love it. Give us a like. Give us a follow. Support the Picks Porch. Support the garage. And also, a little hint, folks. Little preview. Potentially, probably next week. Little college basketball show coming out. Gonna be on a Thursday. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you for watching, everybody. Make these bets, win some money. Let's fucking go.